Centre midfielders, this will be very tricky for me. I've used 2 from Finland, 2 from Sweden, 2 from Norway. There's a striker from Iceland I want to put in because he played as a midfielder in his latter years. But I'm not going to put him in because it will look stupid on a 4-4-2 flat. So I'm not going to put him into that place. And you may pick him later.
I think you've only used one Finnish player, actually, not 2. Two. At my notes are 2 Swedish, 2 Norwegian, 1 Finnish, 1 Danish, 1 Icelandic.
Oh, yeah.
That makes 7, which you picked so far.
Where's Herman Hreidarsson from? Iceland?
Iceland.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So that's 1 Iceland. That's cool. So I can still use another Finnish player I've got in mind, but he's more of a striker as well. So even for B, you know what? Gung ho with it, Christian Eriksen. I'm taking him.
I really wanted him.
I'm taking him because I needed that flair. I needed the boy in midfield, and there's 3 more Danish midfielders I could put into the side, but instead of going for the best ever Danish midfielder, I went for Christian Eriksen, who will definitely be up there by the end of his career in terms of what he's done for his country. It's quite nice to go to the Copenhagen Stadium recently, and I got to see the Danish National Stadium, which is also where they play their games. It was a fantastic experience to see the stadium, how a lot of the locals still remember the Christian Eriksen incident back in the Euro 2021 game against Finland, I think it was. But it goes to show how well received and well loved the Danish national team is, and he still is a national hero. It's even like Simon Kjær. We didn't even mention Simon Kjær as one of our Danish players.
No, shout out to him, yeah.
Shout out to him especially, which was really good. Or Kasper Schmeichel as well. So got a shout out.
I thought you would pick him when I picked Peter. I thought you'd pick Kasper.
I'm doing this stupid thing of saving till later, but it's more like Russian roulette, this type of draft. And it's really annoying because I feel like I have to go for like an Icelandic striker to partner Zlatan Ibrahimovic later, which ain't going to be great at all. But yeah, Christian Eriksen is my guy. Just before we move on, Travis, being a Spurs fan and being a Man United fan, we both have a mutual respect. And I would say, dare I say, a love for Christian Eriksen as well. Share with me your favourite Christian Eriksen moment in Tottenham Hotspur shirt.
Oh, that's a really good question. So many. The first one that immediately springs to mind was from 2015, I want to say, which was a FA Cup quarter-final, semi-final. I can't remember. A latter stage FA Cup game. We played Sheffield United.
Oh, that was the League Cup.
League Cup was it? Yeah, that makes more sense. We were, drawing quite late on in the game, free kick, and he just popped up and smashed it in. There was also a period for Spurs in the 16-17 season where we won, I think, a good 4, 5, maybe 6 games in the space of a couple of months, either 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-2 by a single goal, where Eriksen popped up with a goal really late on, and it became a bit freaky. Clutch. Yeah, it became a bit freaky how often it was happening. But yeah, I mean, he's just had so many moments for Spurs. And look, I was gutted when he left. I really was. But with so many of the great players that have left Tottenham in the last few years, I couldn't blame him. Walker, Kane more recently, a couple of others as well. But people leaving because we have never had the ambition to match their ambition and what they want to do. So yeah, I can't say I ever blamed him for leaving Tottenham. I was just gutted to see him go.
No, he's a fantastic player, and a player that we get to appreciate kind of now in Manchester United, but he's just playing in a different position. He's not as further forward as he once was, not even playing as a winger like he did in a Pochettino, an inverted winger. He's now playing as a deep player and playmaker, and annoyingly, he's getting sought after by a lot of fans online in terms of, he's not tracking back, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, but it's not his natural position. And I've always said with Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes, if you want to play them together, you have to play them both as attacking midfielders. And I think on the weekend, Erik ten Hag was up to something in a 4-4-2 diamond when you've got 2 holding midfielders in Casemiro and McTominay to then allow Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes to flourish. But we just have to wait and see how he does. And I still think he gets ahead of Mason Mount in this Manchester United side, even when Mason Mount is fit. So I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, some more good memories of Christian Eriksen doing well for Manchester United. My favourite memory is probably the first time I got to watch him live for Manchester United, and that was against Real Sociedad. And it was just the fact that he had such poise and grace on the ball as well. And it's really annoying because in that game, Travis, he played as a CM, centre mid with Casemiro. And guess who played as an attacking midfielder behind Cristiano Ronaldo? I'll let you guess.
It's going to be someone ridiculous. McTominay?
He played Fred. Fred as an attacking midfielder. So I know you said on the weekend, yeah, like sometimes I like to back ERIKSEN Haaland. Like sometimes you have to dig out the manager. First time I digged out the manager, I was like, why are you playing Fred as an attacking midfielder when you got Christian Eriksen, one of the best attacking midfielders in recent Premier League history, as a CM next to Casemiro? It was embarrassing. I'm just like, still held his own, still did really good on the ball, and I just think with Christian Eriksen, it's just a joy of a player to watch. I can spend a good 5-10 minutes just watching Christian Eriksen on the ball, off the ball, finding positions, scanning the ball, and that's what great midfielders have done. And I genuinely believe Christian Eriksen might be in Spurs' list of top 5 midfielders of all time with how good he's been for Tottenham, even though they haven't really won anything when he was there. But in terms of the quality he delivered year in, year out for Tottenham Hotspur, under Mauricio Pochettino especially, and in that developing young side that you had as well, I'd put that as a shout, as Christian Eriksen being in the top 5 Spurs midfielders of all time. I'll let everyone mull over that, and I'll let Travis have a think about that as he moves on to his first choice centre midfielder.